Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Please let me introduce myself. My name is Bhisma Duta Wicaksono in class D3 SIPA 302. I am the student of Telkom University in Bandung, Jawa Barat. In this opportunity, I'm going to share and tell you about the application for managing letter in Ciamis District Informatics and Communication Office. As I know, before this application was made, the Ciamis Office Informatics and Communication for organize the letter is still using the manual method. So by made by application this made, I hope the office in Ciamis is can be useful by using this application, so they can organize the letter by application, not by manual method, so they can helpful by organize the letter by so easier. So before I tell you about what is application is this, I'm going to tell you what I want to presentation to you. Number one is abstract. Number two is preliminary. Three is literature review. Four is analysis and design. Five is implementation and testing. And last but not least is conclusion and suggestion. Now let's go to the first part, abstract. The first part is abstract. The Office of Communication and Information Technology is an implementing element in the field of communication and informatics, led by head of service who under the responsibility to the region through the regional secretary. The Office of Communication and Information Technology of Claim Regency has the task to carrying out regional autonomy authority in the field of communication and information technology, carrying out communication and informatics affair based on principle of autonomy and supporting tasks given by the central government and the West Java provincial government. Okay, moving on. We have primarily one of the job in the Office of Communication and Information, Ciamis, namely recording incoming and outgoing mail. This recording is very important because every incoming and outgoing letter must be handled properly. The recording is done by using agenda book. General affair administration staff can open and read the letter to find out whatever the letter is an ordinary official, important, or confidential letter. For confidential letter, the general administration staff is not allowed to read the letter unless it has been authorized by the head of service. The recording is very important because it can be seen the volume of incoming mail every day, weeks, month, and year, of course. It's also easy to store so that later will be easier to find. Okay, next is problem formulation. Based on what I tell before, the problem formulation can be formulated as 1. How to help the head of department to confirm incoming or the incoming or the outgoing letter. Second is how to help the general staff to input incoming and outgoing mail. Third is how to help general staff to find out how to help the general staff to find or display the incoming and outgoing letter. Next, we have objective. Based on formulation of the problem made, the objective of this final project: 1. Build an application that able to provide facilities to fill out this portion for incoming mail. assisting general staff in recording on incoming and outgoing mail. Third, display data on incoming and outgoing mail in the Office of Communication and Information Technology of Cimahi Regency. Third is problem limitation. That this application can be only used for the management of incoming and outgoing mail, can only access and managed by the officer concerned, and the web-based application. The working method here is using by a waterfall by 5 stage of waterfall method that I will tell you in next slide. The five stage of waterfall method is analysis, perancangan, pengkodaan, pengujian, and pemeliharaan. That's all 5 stage of waterfall method. Next, we have literature review. For this aspect, we have 4 points. We have communication and information that have dispersion, agenda, and waterfall method like I said before. Second is modeling tools that use business process modeling notation or BPMN, entity relationship diagram or ERD, use case diagram, and sequence diagram. The third point is hypertext. For MySQL, we use hypertext processor, that, or we can say that PHP, coordinator, and hypertext markup language or HTML. The last aspect is testing, black box and user acceptance test or UAT. Okay, for the analysis and design, for the current business process, we have ongoing management of incoming mail and ongoing management of outgoing mail. The purpose of business process, incoming mail management, purpose outgoing mail management. For case diagram used in this project, I will show you in next slide. Also the entity relationship diagram. Okay, this is the use case diagram that used in this project. As you can see, the head unit of management can see the letter, incoming or outgoing letter. Also, he can manage the letter. For the public user, they can add or take the letter that given to him. Of course, all of them that want to use this application has to log in first. Okay, next is entity relationship diagram. For this part, I cannot explain to you how this entity relationship diagram works because I'm not the part of the project member, so I only tell you the picture. I give you 5 seconds to see the picture there. Okay. For the next part is implementation and testing. For the implementation, you will see the login display login filet, views of the main homepage, display from input dispersion section head of service, display input from control incoming mail, control card submission form, incoming mail archive, outgoing mail archive, and incoming mail history display, and display of derivative letter. The testing, the functionally, and user and developer. For the login page, you will see the NEP and the password. If you login by wrong account, you will see this page. Okay, next is views of the main homepage, display from input, display input from control incoming mail. Opposite from before, this is card of submission form. display of incoming mail archive, disposition incoming mail history, display of derivative method. Finally, we already in the last section, the conclusion and suggestion. The conclusion is usage of the application, access permission. The third one is web-based. The suggestion is incoming and outgoing mail management application are still in development stage and can only be used in accountants with formulation of the problem that I got from the information of the interview. Okay, that's all for what I can tell you about this presentation. I hope the application that was made in this project can be useful for the many people, especially in informatics and communication office in Ciamis. That's all for me. I'm sorry that my English is not very good. If that's some mistake, I'm so sorry. That's all for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.